for making this extended time available. My name is Claudia Alas. I lived at Station Place for 8 years. I was one of the first people to move in there. And like my friends have spoken, it was a great opportunity for me to live with the rent I could afford and in an area that had good enough transportation. Pretty nervous.
That's okay. Go ahead. You're my friend.
You know, I'm going to tell you that this is really devastating and frightening for people at Station Place Tower. That this was dropped on us with no warning. And until today, we have felt rather abandoned by the City Council. I'm glad you're all here. I want to talk about two things specifically, and that is, and I might need a little help from Commissioner Fritz because she's the medical person here. These are two fungal infections that are always found in pigeon guano. We've had an opportunity to set for more than 3 years. So the first one is histoplasmosis, and the other one is maybe you know how to pronounce these, Commissioner Fritz? I was a psychiatric nurse. With a sense of humor. Cryptococcuses, I do believe it. Anyway, this information is easily Googleable. The fungal infections developed in pigeon droppings out there for over 3 years. Defensive site, it's inundated with pigeon droppings. The problem occurs when the droppings are disturbed. So, for example, power washing of a sidewalk, any kind of cleaning by the pigeon droppings releases these tiny microns of fungal spores into the air. So the people that are most vulnerable to this are the elderly who have, and/or anybody with weakened immune system. So a lot of people a lot of elderly have weakened immune systems from rheumatoid arthritis or cancer, various COPD, various other diseases. The other group that is especially vulnerable is anyone that has the weakened immune system for any other reason, and this would include anybody that has issues with HIV or AIDS. The numbers for that group of people are really pretty scary. And so that is a concern for me, not only for people at Station Place Tower, but if any of the people that will be having this encampment over the course of the next year or whatever, they need to be made aware that they are especially at risk for these diseases. So I brought some handouts on them. The other thing that I brought is the very detailed cleanup procedures that the federal government, CDC, everybody suggests to use. So, thank you.
Appreciate you bringing that to our attention. Okay, next.
My name is Michael Gould, Mayor Hales, and Councilman on the Commissions. I appreciate the fact that I have the time to actually go speak. This to me, and I have sent emails as well to Commissioner Fritz. And this is really about a leadership thing to me as well as just the due process of being aware of this and how we became aware of it. As a resident, probably a lot of people have already spoken thus far in regards to some of the challenges that are faced by the vulnerability of the Station Place residents. But I also look at this as, as a leadership. I feel like we're taking a temporary step to move right to dream without really, Mayor Hales, you said yourself tonight, we need real solutions. I feel like this is a temporary thing that could become very permanent without a lot of insight and thought of everybody working to it. There's also been mentioned to the public safety that R2 Right to Dream has done themselves. Okay, that has happened obviously within their camp. I can't speak to it because I don't know all the facts to it. But I am concerned with the fact that I don't believe policing to a nonprofit is, this falls within more of our community police department. I don't like letting somebody else have policing responsibilities that are not police officers. and the safety that has already been mentioned that it poses around us. The tough decisions that need to be made.
Please, continue.
The tough decisions that need to be made, and maybe have come about by past administrations of welcoming more people in. I think we as a city already do a tremendous amount for our vulnerable and our homeless. And I do believe that we are renowned for that, as has been previously mentioned. But in this case, I just feel that this process
Except for housing.
has been labeled in some ways an us versus them because it is the pearl. And that is absolutely absurd, an us versus them, the haves and the have-nots. Because if you look at the makeup of the pearl as a whole, we have a pretty solid mix of low income, people in Station Place, and Section 42 properties and so forth. And yet this is being made about a little bit of us versus them. I don't like the idea of temporary when it seems like a decision has been made, and this is just a little bit of a process to either appease those of you or some of the other people in the community. And so I hope that this truly is a chance for you to listen and take the feedback from the community. And I do believe maybe more people should step up to help in a process that could be more permanent. But at least right now, I sure don't like the short-term decision that this is coming to.
Thank you. Afternoon, Mike.
Good afternoon. My name is Lightning. R2D2, your current site, a privately owned Burnside property, has been extremely successful. Great traffic flow, great visibility. And let's not forget Voodoo Donuts and Dante's Pizza just across the street. The homeless have absolutely benefited from your efforts. Again, R2D2, a job well done. I applaud you for all your great efforts. But sometimes in life, you must also rely upon your instincts. R2D2, my instincts say, do not move. Do not move. Stand strong at your Burnside location. My reason is very simple. If in fact the City of Portland has stated an interest in buying the Burnside Michael Wright's property and or declaring the site an illegal campground based upon the zoning, that creates a real game changer. If in fact the sale goes through to the city, you at that time may be entitled to just compensation on your total relocation costs. Again, in Seattle, City Hall had to relocate a camp called Nicholsville, funded $500,000 for the relocation costs. If you decide to move now to the dark and gloomy, out of sight, out of mind, site under the Broadway Bridge currently being offered by Commissioner Briggs, my instinct tells me bad choice. Again, R2D2, stay where you're at. When you control the Burnside lot, you control the game. One other thing to be said, developer Homer Williams, you are the solution for creating long-term permanent housing for the homeless. You are the solution for getting teams of developers in this city together and have the creative ability to get the job done and get these people into long-term permanent housing with social services provided. You are the solution. You can get the job done. Please do it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Amen. Amen.
Mayor Hales, Commissioners, my name is Richard Mazeo. That's B-E-Z-E-U-W. I'm a resident of the Pearl neighborhood. I'm here to speak on an aspect of this resolution that I've not heard addressed adequately so far. All the discussion to this point has been about the proposed relocation by the city of a number of homeless from one existing location to another. The discussion centers on whether the proposal is wise, ethical, or even legal. What I haven't heard addressed is the definition of the problem you're attempting to solve. Is it helping the homeless as a whole, some portion of the homeless, like the new homeless, chronic, families, women, veterans, people with disabilities? Is it to resolve a lawsuit and the associated penalties of that current piece of property? Is it the appearance and safety concerns of the current location on Burnside? Is it the publicity associated with the Lee family reunion? What exactly is the problem that's be solved here? The question I've heard posed by proponents of the resolution is, well, what is your solution? What solution do you have? And here's mine. First, define the problem, establish criteria for selecting a solution to the problem, identify the options, select an option, and implement the option, and do all of this with input from all of the affected parties. city has always had cooperation and support of the Pearl neighborhood in these matters, as evidenced by more than 30% of our residents are low income. We also see the irony of being viewed as being an enclave of privilege, despite the fact that family income in the Pearl is lower than the city as a whole. My message to the city is that if you want our cooperation in solving problems such as this, act like it.
Thanks very much.